In Massachusetts, retired schoolteacher Eloise Parker lives alone in her barn with her tenant, Adam Clay, who is a contented beekeeper. One day, Eloise becomes a victim of a phishing scam and loses more than $2 million, most of which is taken from a charity that she oversees. She shoots herself to death, devastated. When Clay discovers her body, Eloise's daughter Verona Parker, an FBI agent, takes him into custody right away. Clay is set free once it is determined that Eloise committed suicide. Verona informs him that although the robbery cell is hard to find, they have been under the FBI's radar for some time. Clay, seeking retribution for Eloise, gets in touch with the enigmatic beekeepers in an attempt to identify the con artists. Clay is given the address of the con artists, which is Mickey Garnett's call center. After frightening the staff away, Clay demolishes the structure. After telling his boss, technology executive Derek Danforth, about the situation, Garnett is dispatched to assassinate Clay. Following a violent altercation, Garnett's men are killed, and Garnett's fingers are severed by Clay. While parked near a bridge, Garnett phones Danforth to let him know that Clay is a beekeeper. Clay follows Garnett and uses a truck to drag him off the bridge, killing him. He then threatens to kill Danforth. Danforth shares information about Clay with Wallace Westwild, the former director of the CIA who is now in charge of security for Danforth Enterprises at Jessica, Derek's mother, is request. Wallace, worried, tries to stop Clay by getting in touch with the current director of the CIA. After speaking with the beekeepers, the director finds out that Clay has left the group. After Clay murders the current beekeeper Anisette Landris dispatched to assassinate him, the beekeepers subsequently declare their neutrality. Verona and her companion Matt Wiley are waiting for Clay to launch an attack on the 9-star United Center in Boston, which is in charge of managing all of Derek's international call centers for scams. They get all the help they need after telling FBI Deputy Director Prigg that Clay is a beekeeper. Wallace organizes a group of former members of the Special Forces and informs them that the beekeepers are a dangerous and highly talented covert group. Wallace gives the order for the gang to protect the 9-star buildings inside, as the FBI deploys their own SWAT team around the building's exterior in an attempt to stop Clay. Danforth's failure to evacuate the workers gives Clay the opportunity to swiftly outmaneuver the FBI SWAT force, sneak into the facility, and kill the manager, who then confesses to Clay and the FBI that Danforth is his employer. Verona tells FBI Deputy Director Prigg that Danforth is the owner of both businesses, which are used by a number of U.S. federal entities. Verona also raises the possibility that, as a result of Jessica's involvement in the scheme, Clay will not only try to kill Derek, but also the U.S. president. Wallace tells Derek to stay with his mother while Clay escapes custody, all under the watchful eye of the Secret Service. Wallace employs a gang of mercenaries to work at the president's oceanfront estate. One of them lost his leg in an earlier incident with a beekeeper. While Jessica finds out from Prigg the truth regarding Derek's use of a CIA program to further his campaign, Clay breaks into the mansion. Jessica makes the decision to come clean about Derek's use of the software to Clay and the public when he approaches. Derek kills Prigg out of rage and kidnaps his mother. Verona, Matt, and the other FBI agents arrive in short order. Verona makes an effort to talk Clay out of murdering Derek and Jessica. Derek makes an attempt to murder his mother, but Clay stops him in his tracks and flees out of a neighboring window into the beach. Verona chooses not to shoot Clay despite having a clear shot. Using the scuba gear he had hidden on the beach, he makes his escape.